Melikaya for giving us what's the latest on our side tech news. Rather, he does this every single Wednesday. So you guys want to keep up what's happening next Wednesday. He's gonna be back. Right now, though, we are joined by a young gentleman from all the way from Mahikeng. He goes by the name Green Fingers. The first time I heard about him was in a classic song by Casper Nyovest, What Would I Be If Green Fingers and I Weren't Cool. Right now he's joining us on stage to tell us more about his latest single, 8. We're also talking all things Mutswako. Kunjani mfowethu? Siyabulela ba ukwenza ixesha lokuncokola nathi namhlanje. Let's talk about the music and the journey. I understand that you are a producer as well as a DJ.
Yes.
Why the decision to now release songs of your own?
Okay. Well, basically, as you know, as you say, I was behind the scenes and I was pushing other artists for quite a while now, since I started doing music production as a professional person. But then as time went, I decided, you know what, I feel like it's time to be on front of the camera, to be on the mainstream and start showcasing my music. And that's when I basically started to DJ. So after I released my first single 3 years back, titled Lerato, I got a very, very fair and positive response about me now being the person who showcases as a DJ. So that's when I continued and then decided I'm going to take another single, 8.
Green Fingers, man, I'm actually quite interested to find out your love for music, because I mean, we all have, you know, that inspiration from somewhere. Where does that inspiration come from you to start your music career?
Okay, honestly, I started this music career when I was still 7 years old.
7?
When I started playing piano. So I was inspired by talent.
Yeah.
So I wasn't inspired by a specific artist or someone I was looking up to, even though I loved music as a young person from the word go. But because I made peace with the fact that music is the only thing that I know how to do, and I'm actually talented at this situation. So I prolonged it and I did it as what I love, and like I'm saying to you, it's the only thing that I know how to do. So then music became my thing, you know. I grew into production, and then I later on became a professional musician. So I was inspired by realizing that I'm actually talented.
Have something for
yeah,
music.
plus the positive response I was getting from supporters and family. So I decided, okay, music is going to be me then.
Have you always done rap? It is, right?
Yeah,
Or have you
hip-hop
maybe done house, then after house you moved into rap? Where did you start off, or have you always been interested in rap?
Well, remember, as a DJ and as a producer, I would always mainly feature other artists. But because I'm a musician, because I'm into production and I'm not limited to genre.
Sure.
I'm from Mafikeng, so Motswako, which is what we represent, comes from where we're from, which is Northwest and Mafikeng. So I've been representing mainly where I come from. So I've been doing Motswako, but Motswako is right inside hip-hop. Motswako is a part of hip-hop. It's a genre as also part of hip-hop. So, but I'm not limited to genre, no.
You mentioned earlier that you were playing piano at 7. I want to understand the importance of including live instruments such as bass and a piano in the production. Why is that important for you?
Yeah, you're right. You see, that my brother helps you to stay original and organic, you see. So the problem we're facing now as producers is all of us would want to follow a trend each and every time something new comes. And most of producers are not even instrument players. They would always need to outsource or call in other musicians, and then at a later stage there is fight, and then at a later stage there's things like exploitation. So being a producer and knowing how to play instruments means you don't necessarily need session musicians into your studio sessions. You can do everything yourself. You do a song, a house track that needs keys, that's handled. You need a house song that needs bass, that's handled. So that's what makes me different as a producer. I am able to literally finish an album on my own without needing any session musician. So that makes me different, and it helps me to have my own sound. So I decide on what I want to do when I want to do it.
I was actually about to say that, I mean, you being able to play all these other genres and all this other music, beg your pardon, must help you, you know, in being able to distinguish your own specific sound. But with the song 8, which I thought actually it was hip-hop, legit, but if it's Motswako, okay. What inspired you to actually, you know, take and coin this word 8 that we always use, you know, and turn it into a song?
Well, first of all, EKSê is hip hop legit. Yeah.
Okay.
EKSê is definitely hip hop legit. EKSê was inspired by the fact that, okay, number one, EKSê is a say. You know, the word
Yeah.
EKSê is a say,
Yeah.
like EKSê. But what inspired the chorus is how where we from. All kids believe that you need to be based into a bigger city, or you need to be living in Joburg for you to make it or become big in the industry.
That's
so
true.
that's why the chorus says Mouthtown lights shine brighter than lights some Jondo.
Mm.
Biggest producers, biggest rappers, biggest radio presenters, and a lot of us come from Mafike.
Yeah.
We come from that city where Mabana is founded, where art comes from, and then next thing we grow up into knowing that as long as you are based at home, nothing is going to come through. You're not going to make it, so you need to move into the bigger city. So then that's what inspired me to come up with the song EKSê. You know, Mouthtown lights don't light shine brighter than lights. So
Yes,
that's what
I'm sure.
inspired EKSê.
Yeah, what
But
about
EKSê
the artists that you featured in EKSê?
Yes.
I understand all of them are from Mouthtown, correct?
No.
The
The guy on the chorus is Solid T is from Mouthtown. Noti is a Mutako rapper.
Yeah,
He's
legend.
from Mouthtown as well. Charlie, who's on the second verse, is from Soweto, Johannesburg. And the last guy on the last chorus, on the last verse, sorry, his name is Wizzy Beat. He's based in Pretoria, Soshangu. So that's how I was trying
why
to
those
cover.
particular artists?
Well, talent number one that I could not explain about them. You know, they're seriously hectically dope rappers. Number one, number two, I work with energy. That's my thing. I work with energy, and if I feel you, and if I feel your energy, and I believe. And number three, I'm always just about putting other kids on, you know. And also, what I was trying to achieve, I was trying to cover different markets. And I'm versatile, and I always spread my wings every time I do a new song. Like I'm saying about putting other kids on. That's what I like. That's what makes me sleep at night. I like to put other kids on, and hence EKSê. There is literally 4
so many
rappers
people,
in
Yeah.
one song.
No, I commend you for that. I mean, once you know something, it's good to, always spread it. So, album, anytime soon.
Yeah, most definitely. My fans and followers know that I'm a producer that plays and that DJs. So there already is a serious demand of an album. So I have started with an album already, but I want it to come as a project, a serious project.
Yeah.
Perhaps possibility of a double CD. I want it to be launched as a concert.
Yes.
So I want it to be huge. So I'm
Musabu
going
Black
to-
Coffee nyana.
Yeah, I'm going to take my time on it.
No,
I'm
no,
going
sure,
to
sure.
feature people and musicians on
Yeah.
it. In the meantime, I'll be releasing dope singles like EKSê.
All right, under a minute, where can we get you on your socials?
I am at _fingers in all social bookings, Labsattainment, or info@labsattainment.co.za.
Okay,
Thank
awesome,
you so
man.
much for joining us.
Thank
I'm
you
glad
for
me and Printing is cool.
Hey, what's your best?
That's a
No,
dope line.
definitely, I enjoyed you. Actually, how about this? How about you actually write a song about EKSê? Hey, that's an idea. That's an
Right?
idea.
That makes sense. I need to be in studio when that happens.
Yeah. All right. No, thank you so much for joining us, man,
Thank
in
you, thank you
studio.
very much,
And definitely, thank you so much for joining us. We have so much more coming in for you, and we hope sikugcina faram kule weather confused paphandle. We're jumping onto an ad break. Do not go anywhere. We are EKSê on channel 263.